Hi, my name is Neil Dada, and I'm an immigration attorney in New York. I'm here to talk a little bit today about a memorandum which has been circulating in the Trump administration, which may involve and require the mobilization of up to 100,000 National Guard troops in order to round up unauthorized immigrants within the United States. That includes the immigrants that are not living next to the Mexican borders in the states next to the Mexican borders. I have obtained a copy of this 11-page memorandum, and based on my experience working with other memorandum that have been issued, it does appear to be a bona fide document. It is from John Kelly, who is a four-star retired Marine general, who is now the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. And it is directed to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, and the other people who would normally be CC'd in circulation of a memo of this type. Now, importantly, Sean Spicer, the White House press secretary, tweeted yesterday that the notion that up to 100,000 National Guard troops are going to be militarized for immigration purposes was 100% false. Notwithstanding that, the memorandum, as I said, does appear to be a bona fide memorandum, and in my opinion, many of the policies that are outlined in the memorandum are ones that would make sense for the Trump administration to pursue. Now, in particular, the memorandum requires that the Commissioner of the Customs and Border Protection Agency immediately begin the process of hiring 5,000 additional Border Patrol agents and to ensure that they are assigned to the appropriate duty stations as soon as possible. Most importantly, however, what the memorandum indicates is that I am, that is John Kelly, directing the Commissioner of Customs and Border Protection and the Director of ICE to immediately engage, and I'm reading here directly from the memorandum, with the governors of the states adjacent to the land border with Mexico and those states adjoining such border states for the purpose of entering into agreements under Section 287G of the INA to authorize qualified members of the state National Guard, while such members are not in federal service, or qualified members of a state militia or state defense force under the command of the governor to perform the functions of an immigration officer in relation to the investigation, apprehension, and detention of aliens in the United States. This would be a massive change in the exercise and the manner in which immigrants in the United States would be detained, and would represent a massive increase in the number of officers that would be on the ground looking for immigrants. The memorandum points out that there are 7 states that are going to be affected: California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, all of which are adjacent to the Mexican border. But then Oregon, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana are also included. This memorandum is a dangerous piece of literature. It's something that I hope and pray is not going to be put into action. I think people have to now begin to mobilize so that our voices are heard, that we do not want the military patrolling our cities, patrolling our streets. We do not want to see heavily armed militia driving armored vehicles, staging raids, breaking down doors, raiding factories, stopping people on the street and asking for their identification. And this is urgent. This is very urgent. It is going to be a fundamental change in the fabric of our lives here in the United States. I, as a citizen, will be affected. You, as a citizen, will be affected. Don't just think this is going to affect people who are here without authorized status. It's going to affect us all. We're all going to be surrounded by these militia. We're all going to be surrounded by this police activity. That's going to be arrests of people, including women and children. That's going to be ripping families apart. All of that is going to impact on us, especially those who may or may not be of European and Caucasian descent. We can expect that people will be asked for their identification at pretty much every corner, and that's something I don't want to participate in. I don't want to live in a situation like that. So I hope that everybody gets a chance to take a look at this. Keep in mind that we have this memorandum posted on our website at usinslawyer.com. Please go there to keep yourselves up to date on further developments in immigration law, and thank you for watching.